Okay, so for my computer science project for the website, I decided to make something based upon fashion because I feel like that was the easiest thing for me to do. Um, well, first off, okay, so obviously I made it in language HTML, and then I started with a heading. The heading I used was Justin's fashion blog, and I censored it. And well, let me just first let's show you. So I run launch in Chrome. And then basically, it's like a vague fashion blog. And basically, you can go to home, which is this, and you can go to also to gallery, which take you to pictures, articles, which other people have written, like on Elle magazine and E News and stuff. And then about us is about myself, and then the contact is just a contact. I just put that there just so they can have another link, but it doesn't really go anywhere. And the problem with this is that since it's a school computer, when I go to gallery or articles, it's blocked, so it messes it up. But it still is a link and it still works. And basically, I have this marquee here that goes, "Welcome to my blog. Hope you enjoy." I inserted a bunch of images, put the rights reserved, and I introduced myself, and then I put a little end heading on the bottom of the Hurt Closet. I don't know if you've ever heard of like the Hurt Locker. So I basically did that, but around fashion. So to the code, okay, let's make this half and half. So So the code, first off, I started with a title, like a header up at top here, right here where my mouse is, and it says Justin Fashion Blog. And I used the title code, and then I centered it by putting center on top and the bottom. And then, oh, here, start out, this image right here is this logo. I wanted to put like a logo there, like written, but I feel like it would have been better if I just put like a straight image there, and then put my logo on the bottom. So I centered the image, used it as a heading, and then it's a heading and excuse me, it's a heading, it's centered, and it's an image. So I put the image and I put the source, the website, and I put it there in the middle as I wanted it. On a certain size, I put it as height 200 and width 400 so that it can fit like right directly in the middle. And then going down, basically here we have like also centered in the middle is the links, home, gallery, articles, about us, and contact. And here you go, and I have like the links to the like in the gallery. It's a link to my Tumblr, which is also called the Hurt Closet, and it has a bunch of images of clothes. And then for the articles, I have an article website and about us and etc. And then, as I said before, I added a marquee. It says "Welcome to my blog, enjoy," and I put it H4. And basically, it just whenever you log into the website, it goes, it keeps going, and it comes back. And then after to like add some pop, I felt like it was a little too bland, so I decided to just put a bunch of images on the front website so that when you go to it, like it pops out first. And basically, there's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight images from different sources, all the same size, and then I skipped the line with this code right here, and then I centered the all rights reserved to the photographers of these pictures, and I concluded the center so that it was like right below as you can see here where my mouse is, it was right below the pictures, but it was also centered. And then I skipped a couple more lines, and as you can see, from the code I used, I skipped more lines, and I wrote something about introducing myself. I made up some story, how I'm a 22-year-old college student, enrolled at FIT in New York City, and I just described why I made the blog to like give it more of the sense of like an actual fashion blog. And I skipped lines once again, and then I finally ended with like a final heading of called the Heart Closet, and I thought that just really put it all together. And then I ended with the last codes, the body center, and final HTML, and it ended up actually being 50, like exactly 50 lines of code, and I think it worked out pretty well. So, and it's very user friendly, it's very easy. You just click stuff and it shows up, and the marquee is very noticeable. The introduction of myself, everything is fun, and I feel like if I keep going, I feel like I can add more, like a background. I feel like I use the white background and the black lettering because I feel like I wanted it more modern and more like I don't want to say fancy, but fancy in a way, and that put my whole thing together. But if I wanted to, I can change the background color, I can make the letters bigger, change the font color, change the size of the images. But for now, I think this was fine. And that's what I did for my computer science project.